So in this lecture, we consider the Bessel equation, which states like this: x square into y double dash plus x y dash plus x square minus alpha square times y is equal to 0, where alpha is some constant, real constant, or it may be complex, provided that a real part of that complex number alpha is greater than or equal to 0. So this differential equation, Bessel equation, is a special type of equation which has a regular singular point. That x equal to 0 is a regular singular point. And then this equation is of the type x square y double dash plus x into a of x y dash plus b of x y is equal to 0, with a of x is equal to 1 and b of x is equal to x square minus alpha square. Moreover, here we see that these coefficients x and x square minus alpha square are analytic coefficients at point 0, because they can be expressed as a series, power series, uh, which is convergent in the given domain of convergence. So as the functions a and b are analytic at 0, I already told you that this Bessel equation has a regular singular point, which is x0 is equal to 0. And therefore, here we write the initial polynomial uh, for the Bessel equation, which has a regular singular point, as r into r minus 1 plus r into this alpha square minus alpha square. And if we solve this further, this is after multiplication of r and r minus 1, this is r square minus r plus r minus alpha square, and addition of these two is 0, and what we have only r square minus alpha square. So here the initial polynomial or initial equation for the Bessel equation is this: q of r is equal to r square minus alpha square, where this initial polynomial has two roots, r1 and r2. So first root we denote it by alpha and second root by minus alpha. So to find the root, here we just take r square minus alpha square is equal to 0. See here. So we just take this alpha square, uh, r square is equal to alpha square, and taking square root on both sides, the value of r is plus or minus alpha. And therefore we have two roots, plus alpha and minus alpha. Now we first find the solution of Bessel's equation whenever x is greater than 0, because here the region of convergence is this one, modulus of x is less than 0. So we first take the values of x which are positive. So we find the solutions in this domain. So we first consider that the value of alpha is 0. Therefore, Bessel's equation will be this one: x square into y double dash plus x into y dash plus x square. Alpha is 0, therefore alpha square is 0, and we have x square into y is equal to 0. And if you divide this equation by x square, we get y double dash plus 1 upon x into y dash plus y is equal to 0. So we have this Bessel equation whenever alpha is equal to 0. Then two solutions of the equation whenever alpha is 0 are given by these formulas. Phi 1 of x is sigma 1 of x, and second solution is written with the help of first solution, that x into sigma 2 of x plus log of x into phi 1 of x. So whenever alpha is 0, that means the roots are repeated, and if the roots are repeated, here we know that two solutions are like this. First solution is x and second solution is uh, that solution into log of x. Right. Now we have to compute the functions sigma 1 and sigma 2, and for that we consider the equation in this way: x square y double dash plus x into y dash plus x cube y. And suppose that the function sigma 1 has the form, series form like this. Wherever c0 is not equal to 0, we have this as a function sigma 1 of x. And here we see that this series solution, this series is a solution of the given differential equation. So let us do this now. So if you find the derivative of this series term by term, you will see that its derivative ck is constant, derivative of x to the power k is k into x to the power k minus 1, and therefore we have here third derivative like this. So this summation starts with k is equal to 1 and not with 0. So if we take k is equal to 0, this term will disappear, and therefore we start this summation from k is equal to 1. Again, differentiate in this sigma 1 dash, you will get second derivative. So derivative k into ck is constant. Write the derivative of x to the power k minus 1. So that is k minus 1 into x to the power k minus 2. So just rearrange the coefficient. You can write k ck into k minus 1 as k into k minus 1 into ck, because the commutative property holds for the integers k. And therefore now first we find the term, that is x square sigma 1 double dash, then x sigma 1 dash, and x square sigma 1. So we just multiply sigma 1 double dash here by x square sigma 1 double dash. So here you have to multiply this by x square throughout. Right? Multiply by x square to the right hand side as well as left hand side. So here this is left hand side, x square into sigma 1 double dash is this, and you just take this is coefficient, so take the product of x to the power k minus 2 into x to the power 2. So by laws of indices, this is x to the power k minus 2 plus 2. So this is simply x to the power k, right? So here this coefficient as it is, and we have here x to the power k. Then multiply this first derivative of sigma 1 by x and see that this is x to the power k minus 1 into x. So that gives x to the power k. That term is here. And multiply sigma 1 function by x square. So that is earlier expression. So after multiplying, you will get this. So the so x square sigma 1 x is this series, x sigma 1 dash is this series, and x square sigma 1 double dash is this series. So let us consider the equation, this Bessel's equation. So here we have to prove that this sigma 1 is a solution. Therefore, we should have this equation must be there. X square sigma 1 double dash plus x into sigma 1 single dash plus x square into sigma 1 is equal to 0. So this is when sigma 1 will be a solution of the Bessel's equation. And putting those values here, this means you can write it in operator form L of sigma 1 of x. This. And how do you write this? This is nothing but this. So this shows that if you put the values, you will get after simplification this expression, and this should be 0. Yes, and as this sigma 1 is a solution, this is 0. That implies this constant, this sum of these two terms is 0. And when this will be 0, if here C1 is not 0, x can be 0, and therefore here if C1 is 0, x cannot be 0, and therefore C1 of x, this term is 0. Yes, plus you have this coefficient of x to the power k over there, and you can have a relation between two coefficients C0, C1, or in general Cm or Ck plus 1. So if you put the value of C1 here, you have this coefficient only. This coefficient must be 0, and if you solve this further, here you will see that this is quadratic expression where these coefficient is 0, and from this equation you will be able to find any value of the constant Ck. So see the relationship between Ck and Ck minus 2. So this Ck is minus Ck minus 2 divided by k square. So by choosing C0 is 1, you can have the value of C2, C3, C4, and so on. And more generally, we write this coefficient which has even suffix. So on the same line here, you have to write this C. Okay. Now, as a C0 is 0, we have all these coefficients, these coefficients with odd suffix. So they are all 0, and these constant or coefficients are not equal to 0, provided that that suffix is not a multiple of 2m here, and therefore we can have this even powers of x. And the function defined by this result is a series which we call this series as Bessel function of 0 order. So we denote this Bessel function of 0 order by this notation, summation from 0 to infinity. So you can now have a first solution as J0. So this is we call this as Bessel function of order 0. So this solution has the form this one, phi1 of x is equal to this. And differentiating this for again we can have, this is not phi1, this is phi2 here. This could be phi2. I will correct it here. So this is phi2. Second solution is this. So this will be in terms of first solution, and putting the values you will get this as a solution to given problem. And work on the same line, see that whether that function satisfies first solution, first solution like that here, first solution, right? And differentiating you can have say this. Okay, so with this now, yeah, I will stop here. I can explain you this second part in the next lecture. Okay, so as we have only one student, the next part is also important for the further study. So I will skip this here itself. So we have some time to complete it. So within few lectures I can complete it, but as this is the last article, I will spend 2-3 more lectures on it. Okay. So in today just we have seen there is a solution called Bessel function of order 0. In the next lecture we will see the Bessel function of order 1, okay, as J1. Yes, and see this J0 and J1 form a basis for the solution of the Bessel equation. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can ask. हॅलो.
हो बोला सर.
हा, तर आपण हा पहिला पार्ट फक्त आज आज डिस्कस केलेला आहे. याचा सेकंड पार्ट म्हणजे सेकंड सोल्युशन 5-2 हे सेकंड सोल्युशन आहे हे प्रूव्ह करायचं आहे आपल्याला. तो पार्ट उद्याच्या लेक्चरमध्ये घेऊ. उद्याच्या म्हणजे आता नेक्स्ट वीकमध्ये, कारण आणखी एक दोघ जण असतात पिरियडला, पण ते नसल्यामुळे आपण थोडंसं सावकाश जाऊ, आपल्याकडे आहे वेळ. ठीक आहे. आणखी 2 ते 3 लेक्चरमध्ये 2 ते 3 लेक्चरमध्ये पूर्ण कोर्स संपेल. त्यानंतर आपण काही युनिट वाईज किंवा आर्टिकल वाईज काही MCQची प्रॅक्टिस करूयात. ठीक आहे.
हो सर.
ओके, थांबतो मी.